I'm right in Mandeville town. I sit on this chair in a patrol, a big patrol. I ask the Prime Minister if this is right. You guys can see me that I sit in the town, into a patrol. This is right, Mr. Prime Minister. This is not right. Right in Mandeville town, right beside KFC. I'm sitting in the middle of the road, into a patrol and a chair. This is not right. The government, I'm pleading to you to fix this patrol. This is not right. We need help on the patrol here, up top.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Friday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So to the name Friday, the day when Mr. Michael smile upon some of the ones them pocket. So whilst traversing out there in these streets from Moran Point to Negril Point, safe travel pan the gravel and continuously look out on the corner here, cause what the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Lurks, yeah man. So watch this now, my peeps, a armed robbery going over there in the Pembrokeshire community of the St. Andrew South Police Division. The cabby them run down the criminal them, corner the criminal and hand them over to the police. So 2 armed robbery suspects is now in the custody of the police after they were chased by cabbies following a hold-up at a taxi stand in Pembrokeshire, St. Andrew yesterday morning. Now, On The Spot News Media understands that the 3 gunmen posing as passengers held up and robbed taxi operators and a chef at a taxi stand. It is reported that the armed men took cash and a child's lunch bag before attempting their escape. So one of the taxi operators stated, and I quote, "One of them moved towards me and said, 'Where the money there? Where the money there?' And me don't pay him no mind. But the next one pushed me. And that is when I realized, yo, a serious business are going on." The cabby further stated he went to take up the pan with money and give the man all of the money. And him say, "Yo, you have no more money?" And him said, "No, that is all of the money that me have. Me not have no more." He stated that him go in my pockets and search me and take out everything out of my 4 pocket. Boy, me I tell you, the criminal elements them deal with the situation a certain type of way. It was also reported that one of the criminal elements put a gun to a child's face whilst they held up the child's mother and also took the child's lunch bag. Another eyewitness stated that them robbed the girl and then put the gun in the baby face because the baby make big noise. Then them take out the baby lunch pan and the baby start make more noise. So them threaten the mother and tell the mother, say, if you make the baby stop the noise or else a pay gunshot. The armed criminal elements then stole a taxi in an attempt to escape. However, other taxi operators gave chase, and during the chase, the robbers crashed into the back of an off-duty police officer's car along Queensberry Avenue in St. Andrew. The armed criminals then exited the crashed motor car and tried to escape on foot, but the off-duty officer reportedly fired several warning shots. The 2 criminal elements were subsequently caught and a firearm was also recovered. A 3rd criminal element was said to be among them who escaped on foot in the area. So now see how God work, my peeps. God make the criminal them go crash in a half-duty police officer's vehicle. Squad jump out, rock and papa, knock it and clap it, and two of them get caught. Yeah, man. So I'm going to play a video footage for you that shows both criminal elements in the custody of the police and also a voice note stating that one of the criminal them get a one bus head and them a ball. I have another video with that criminal element, but that video can't be showed on YouTube.
Are you want to do the rap?
Once you get one little bus and I go and so like a big thing. Man go throw some rubbing alcohol upon that, yeah, man. And put one little sticking plaster upon that and cool. And count yourself, blouse and skirt. Lucky said the liquor man miss a 9 will stand up over your head. Never start spit out some bine. You see me? For stretch you out upon the ground like a sheet. Then tomorrow morning you wake up and find yourself dead. You see it? We give God thanks.
It would seem as if hungry days are here again for some of these old dirty criminal elements. But this time, thank God, it did not work in their favor, as an illegal firearm was recovered from two men who attempted to rob a pump attendant at a Unipet gas station on Slipe Road in Kingston. So sometime about 5 p.m, a pump attendant was approached by two criminal elements on a motorcycle who was posing as customers seeking to purchase gasoline. The police report suggests that the pillion rider pulled a firearm from his waistband, jabbed the pump attendant in her side and demanded all her property. The pump attendant pulled away from the culprit and raised an alarm. A security guard on location discharged his firearm in the direction of the would-be robbers. Whilst trying to escape, the gunmen fell from the motorcycle, losing the firearm in the process. The gunmen fled the scene on foot. The police retrieved a Smith & Wesson Springfield firearm with 12 live rounds of ammunition from that location. So another decent spot of work again by the security them. Yeah, man. Me I tell you, say, some of the time, some of them things just work out a certain type of way, and we just love to see how it work out, and them criminal elements here run left them chopstick and don't get a dime. Now over there in the parish of Clarendon, another teen girl has gone rogue, leaving a Clarendon father desperate but hopeful for his teen daughter's safe return home. The man in question, the father, has since been identified as Ricky Williams. He's of a Sandy Bay address in the parish of Clarendon. He stated that he knew something was amiss when his 13-year-old daughter, Shaminia Williams, a student of the Bustamante High School, did not return home from school on Monday of this week. The Clarendon police have confirmed that a missing person report was filed in Shaminia's case. Now, according to Williams, that's the father, sources have alleged that his daughter, who celebrated her 13th birthday, yes, when you hear me right, went missing and had made a celebratory plans with a mystery boyfriend. The father stated, and I quote, "I heard from several people that she says she a go her boyfriend house and she and her boyfriend a go beach and KFC. I hear the boyfriend is from Ochi. I got the boyfriend's name and number and he answered the phone on Monday, and from that the phone turned off." Now, Williams, adding to all of that, stated that his efforts to ascertain information on his daughter's whereabouts from the first call were futile. Now, Williams is said to be a single father, that his uncertainties surrounding his youngest child whereabouts is gut-wrenching, and for him, he is feeling down and distraught at this moment. He stated that his family is also very worried, now making a desperate appeal to Shaminia Williams to come home. Your father is definitely worried. Your family members is definitely worried. The father stated, and I quote, "Me nah go beat you. I love you and I'm just worried about you. So please come back home." Now, anyone with any information surrounding the whereabouts of Shaminia Williams is being asked to contact the Lionel Town Police Station in Clarendon by dialing these numbers: 876-986-3207, or call her father, Ricky Williams, at 876-367-1879. I don't know what's going on with our young people, but everybody is in a hurry to grow big, not understanding that adulthood comes with responsibilities. Yeah, man. Now we're going to hear from Member of Parliament Lisa Hanna as she weighs in on the 8-year-old Danielle Rose disappearance and her ultimate passing. A real sad situation, but the parliamentarian Lisa Hanna brought across some serious points that needs to be considered. I for one believe that she's sincere because one, she's on her way out of politics, so she doesn't really need to gain political mileage, so to speak, and number two, she's a mother. So my peeps, listen to this and drop your comments in the comment section as you see fit. Yeah, man, listen.
I remember 10 years ago when I was Minister of Youth and Culture, there was a quiet community called Dewan Vale in Trelawney, where a young 4-year-old girl, Natasha Brown, was abducted by her father's ex-girlfriend and beheaded. And she was thrown into a 25-foot sinkhole. This is not something that is new to us. It is something that is becoming an epidemic in our society to our children. In this region, the Latin American and Caribbean region, homicide is a leading killer of our children. It's 4 times higher than the global average. And so it causes us to pause every time. I'm personally saddened, but also I feel a level of frustration as a mother and as a leader in this country that almost every day we have to take a step back to condemn, express condolences, wonder why, stop as a parliament, implement CCTVs. The construct of a village raising a child is no longer in place. It's gone. And I don't know when in Jamaica this happened. It almost feels like it has happened overnight. I've said in this parliament several times before, I'm now on my way out of this parliament. Our single most urgent job as parliamentarians and leaders, 47% of our population suffers from personality disorder. When you have a young man that can slit the throats of 5 people in a home, and we see these things happening consistently, concurrently, something is wrong in this country. And we can't keep coming here and putting a Band-Aid on it. It is going to require extreme social intervention, preventative measures that will create another generation coming forward to stop it. Our sociologists tell us that it will take a level of 15 years to solve. And the fastest part of a child's brain development is 0 to 6. Prime Minister, I know you have your commission with Dr. Herbert Gale, Dr. Marine Samsvaughan, and others. That commission needs to start moving quickly. And there has to be a bipartisan approach which really now goes into our society. The Social Development Commission needs more money. Our community centers need to be open. We need after-school care. We need more vigilance as parents. We need to understand the psychosocial behavior that people are experiencing. We need more child psychiatrists in this country. We only have 2. We need to incentivize our universities to train more child psychologists to put into our community. We need more guidance counselors from our basic school going right up. We need cognitive behavioral therapy for our young people. Our young people who have ADHD, we need to help them and we need to get and identify it. We need more people to be able to identify those things. It cannot be that we keep coming here. This little Daniel, I've been to Ananda Alert church services. I've gone to the funerals of young Natasha Brown, who was beheaded. I've gone to several funerals of children who have been murdered in this country. I see the parents cry. I see the mothers of young girls who have been murdered by their boyfriends cry. And we talk about gender-based violence in here. It's not going to solve until we in here solve it. I am tired of it. I'm a mother. All of us in here understand what that feels like. I don't know what that father feels like today. I read something in the Star that, you know, even the child's animal is not operating because of what has happened. This child died, it is reported, with tears on her face. I have goosebumps thinking about it. It could have been my child. And we come here all the time. I'm tired, Madam Speaker. We have to do something now. We can't put a motion in place to debate it. Prime Minister, we have to do something. If it means that we come to Parliament even one day and say the time has come for us to put the mechanisms in place for children to have better nutrition, for parents to have parental seminars, for there to be mandatory circumstances, to add the additional expertise in the schools to guide our children in a particular way, for taxi drivers to have cameras who carry children, all of those things we need to start doing. And I say to all of the parents who have experienced this kind of thing, whether it is from a domestic person who has hurt a child, or just out of the blue with a stray bullet killing a 2-year-old who is sitting at a bar, or on their bed, or burnt up in a fire because of somebody who is just upset about something, that all of us in here, are grieving with you. And it is not only a grieving of the last 2 days. This is a permanent grieving that we all feel. For the country, for the people, for the parents. But I'm just saying, Minister.
Now remember to drop some comments in the comment section if you believe that Lisa Hanna's speech was sincere. So remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.